안녕하세요, 혜연여학원입니다. 자, 이번에는 ASU 우리 대학교 담당하신 카플란 재단의 강의자를 모시고 한번 알아보도록 하겠습니다. 소개를 좀 부탁해요. Introduce.
Hi, my name is Amy Van Deelen. I'm the Director for Application Management with Kaplan International.
자, 그렇다면 이제 ASU에 대한 간단한 소개를 좀 부탁드리겠습니다.
So ASU, Arizona State University, is located in Arizona, which is more in the southwest of the United States. It is a very large university, but it offers 5 different campuses of varying sizes for students. So a lot of opportunity, excited to talk further about ASU today, and it provides a lot of different options for students to apply to.
그렇다면 과연 어떤 전공들이 유명한가요?
So some of the more famous degrees at ASU are going to be more so within the business schools or the engineering schools. But they also offer a lot of public policy. There's health solutions type of programs as well. Really strong across the board. So a lot of different options. They have over 350 undergraduate degrees, and then so many to choose from, and over 200, I believe, master's degrees. So a lot of options for students to really choose which career path they want to go.
ASU는 이게 주립대학교 중에서도 장학금을 이제 많이 주기로 좀 유명한데요. 그게 왜 이렇게 많이 장학금을 국제 학생들에게 주고 있나요?
So ASU is really happy to be able to offer merit scholarships to students. And what they do is they're really providing an opportunity for students across the board to study. And that really is their charter. It's not who they restrict, it's who they let in. And they really want to create those opportunities for all students. And the scholarships, the merit scholarships, are a way to do that. So it's identifying students who do have a strong GPA and an English proficiency and allowing that student to study where maybe if financial difficulties were a factor, this is to support them.
그렇다면 ASU 중에서 어떤 프로그램으로 입학이 가능한가요?
So students have many options to choose from for the programs. Absolutely. So they can apply to undergrad, graduate, a lot of different options. They also have options for students who might not have the top level of English proficiency needed. So they do have their Pathways program or an English program for students to study. But across the board, undergraduate, graduate, a lot of different options. They're strong, really highly ranked in different areas. And they do provide options for transfer students as well. So students who have earned university credit elsewhere are able to apply as a transfer student. But then you can start off first-time freshman as well, which is great.
Then freshman, transfer, and postgraduate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, many different options.
ASU에 이제 입학할 때 SAT나 ACT가 필요한가요?
In general, no.
No.
International students don't need
Good.
to. Yeah, exactly. But there are going to be certain programs, and it's usually more so the business type of programs that might require an SAT or an ACT. Some programs have a little bit higher entry requirements. Those are the programs that might require an SAT or an ACT. But there are other ways to accomplish that requirement as well. Sometimes if they have a strong enough GPA, that can meet that requirement. So it's not an overall yes, it's required. It could be in some cases.
그렇다면 이제 이렇게 입학 심사를 리뷰할 때 어떤 부분이 그럼 중요할까요?
This is going to differ if you're applying as an undergraduate student or if you're applying as a postgraduate student. For undergraduate student, it's very much they're looking at your GPA and your English proficiency. If there are additional requirements, if you have a portfolio for some of our fine arts programs, or if there was a higher entry requirement and an SAT or ACT was required, they'll review that as well. But really, if it's the university minimum requirements for undergraduate, they're looking at your GPA and they're looking at your English proficiency. If you're postgraduate, that's a little different. So postgraduate is going to be what we term that holistic review. So they're looking at additional requirements. They have letters of recommendation, they have a statement of purpose, they have the grades, and they have the English proficiency, and they're looking at all of that together. And so it does take a little bit longer to review a postgraduate student because of those additional factors, but they are looking for those strong academics and involved in their, whether it's your community, your business, whatever your point in your life that you are.
그렇다면 이렇게 AS를 고민하고 있는 학생에게 어떤 해줄 이제 조언 같은 게 있을까요?
So I would say when you're looking to apply to ASU, because there's so many different options, really explore the different programs available. They can get pretty specific of a certain type of program. So depending on what your career path looks like, there is likely a program that can help you lead towards that career path. When you are looking to apply to ASU, look at your grades. They do like to see a minimum of a 3.0 equivalency to the US system. And then their English proficiency, depending on the test you're taking, they do like to see a certain minimum with that as well. On the graduate side, you do want to provide that additional experience. Do you have work experience? Do you have high GPA with that to be competitive for that program? All of that is going to be taken into consideration. And so really look at where can you spotlight, where can you highlight certain attributes of your study or your work experience or just your volunteering in your neighborhood. All of that can be taken into consideration.
ASU는 이렇게 전체 랭킹이 100위권 정도인데 그 단과대학교 랭킹 굉장히 높은데 어떤 주고 싶으니까 어떤 단과대학교 있나요?
Yes, so ASU does have very high-ranked departments within that very high-ranked programs. And what that means is that it can be a very competitive program with that. So there's a lot of research opportunities within ASU as well as different internship. All of those highly ranked programs are going to lead to that. You're creating a network of connections when you're going into the programs. And that highly ranked program or the department allows those opportunities to come forward. So a great focus is always to look at the ranking of the university, but also more specifically look at that ranking of the program and the department that you're interested in applying to.
많은 이제 졸업생들이 이게 졸업하고 나면 애리조나는 어디서 취업할까 이렇게 궁금해하는데 애리조나 뭐 캘리포니아 어디로 많이 취업하나요 학생들이?
And I would say that there's a lot of opportunity in California. So yes, many students, it's a very popular option with students. But many students do remain in Arizona because of the networking. So there's a lot of career fairs. The Career Services Office at ASU provides a lot of support for students. And what that allows is connections. And that really is the goal of studying and then creating those connections with different networking opportunities. Now, some of that will lead to California, and it will lead to the surrounding areas, and as well as remaining in Arizona. But more importantly, it's allowing those opportunities to happen. And so ASU is very good at providing those different networking sessions and even learning how to network and how to effectively do that to create those connections. So it's something that's a really strong area at ASU, but you will see students making those connections either out of state, in a varying state. California is very popular, but then also remaining in Arizona.
Are there many companies in Arizona?
There are, and it's growing. One of the things is that Phoenix in particular is probably one of the fastest growing areas.
How's the population in Phoenix?
It is, I don't know the specific number.
It's a very big city.
It is a larger city, yes, it is a larger city. So it is, I believe it's the 5th largest city in the US. So it is a lot of opportunity there. But we do see a lot of companies actually moving to Arizona as well to set up headquarters because it is such an area of growth. In particular, they're seeing a lot of growth in the engineering area where companies in that sector are relocating over to Arizona and setting up their headquarters. That creates a lot of opportunities for students.
Thank you very much. See you next time.
All right, very good.
Thank you. 감사합니다.